The phrase you've probably heard more than anything growing up is, "Don't trust other people too easily." At the end of the day, the only person you can truly trust is yourself. But what if I told you that advice is actually wrong? And that most of your anxiety, overthinking, and emotional suffering come from one thing. You trust your own thoughts too much. You've become so attached to the stories your mind creates that you've lost the ability to see reality clearly. I know that sounds strange, because your first reaction is probably, if I can't trust my own thoughts, then who am I supposed to trust? Don't worry, by the end of this video, you'll understand one of the most powerful secrets to ending unnecessary suffering and mental exhaustion. And you'll learn how to give both your mind and yourself a chance to truly relax. This is a longer video, so if you don't have time to finish it right now, feel free to come back later. Today's book is called Multiplied by Don't Believe Everything You Think Multiplied by Matthew McKay. Now, get comfortable, take a moment for yourself, and let's begin. Lesson #1. Your suffering doesn't come from what happened. It comes from what you think about what happened. Imagine getting expelled from school, or being humiliated in front of family and friends. Those events by themselves don't create suffering. What creates suffering is the meaning you attach to them. The shame, the embarrassment, the self-judgment. The book repeats this idea over and over. The anxiety, fear, and emotional pain you experience are not caused directly by events. They're caused by the stories your mind creates about those events. Whenever something happens, your brain immediately starts labeling it. Was it good or bad? Did I succeed or fail? Should I feel proud or ashamed? Maybe you trip and fall in front of your friends, or you say something awkward. Instantly, your mind labels you as embarrassing, awkward, or incompetent. Then it starts predicting the future. What will people think of me? They'll never respect me again. This always happens to me. And if the label is negative, those predictions become fuel for endless overthinking. The truth is, most of the time, it isn't the world hurting us. It's our own minds. The next time you feel anxious or emotionally overwhelmed, don't immediately assume it's because something terrible happened. Recognize that your mind is adding another layer of suffering on top of reality. And once you realize that, you can begin to free yourself from it. As the author says, painful experiences are unavoidable, but torturing yourself because of them is optional. And learning to face that self-created suffering is what ultimately leads to freedom. Lesson #2. Overthinking is the root of the problem. Many people believe they're overthinking because they're being responsible. They think they're analyzing, planning, problem-solving, looking for the best possible outcome. And sometimes that's true. But most of the time, we're replaying embarrassing moments, criticizing ourselves, or imagining worst-case scenarios that haven't even happened. So if overthinking hurts us so much, why do we keep doing it? Because human beings crave certainty. When something uncomfortable happens, and we don't know what it means for our future, or what other people think about us, we feel unsafe. So we turn to overthinking. We convince ourselves that if we think hard enough, you'll find certainty. We'll finally feel okay. But instead, we fall into a loop. We feel uncertain. We start thinking. The thinking creates anxiety. The anxiety makes us think even more. And the cycle repeats itself. So how do we break free? The author suggests putting limits on your overthinking. Set a time limit, or once you've clearly identified the problem, stop digging deeper. Remind yourself, no matter what happens, I am safe. I will be okay, and remember, a huge amount of emotional suffering comes from unnecessary thinking. At this point, some people might say, that sounds great, but I can't just stop thinking. And that brings us to the third lesson, lesson #3. Stop believing every thought you have. Observe your thoughts, don't automatically trust them. First, let's be clear about something. Human beings cannot stop thinking. In fact, the harder you try not to think about something, the more powerful it becomes. That's not what this book is teaching. The goal isn't to control your thoughts. The goal isn't to eliminate them. The goal is to stop treating every thought as the truth. Thousands of thoughts pass through your mind every day. You don't have to believe all of them, and you certainly don't have to obey them. Imagine you just got rejected by someone you were interested in. Immediately, your mind starts generating thoughts. I'm not attractive. I'm not good enough. I'm a failure. And when you believe those thoughts, they start feeling like facts. You become anxious, embarrassed, insecure, and eventually, you start avoiding similar situations altogether. Not because reality proved those thoughts true, but because you believe them. Now, imagine a different response. The thought appears, I'm a failure. Instead of accepting it as truth, you simply notice it. You say, interesting. My mind is producing the thought that I'm a failure. That's it. No arguing. No analyzing. No trying to figure out whether it's true or false. Just noticing. The thought exists. And you're aware of it. That awareness alone changes everything. You stop being controlled by your thoughts and become the observer of them. And when you learn to observe, instead of judge, something remarkable happens. You become more confident, more energetic, more peaceful, because you've removed the exhausting cycle of constantly evaluating yourself. So the next time your mind says, "I'm not smart enough, I'm bad with people, nobody likes me," try adding this phrase in front of it. My mind is playing the thought that. My mind is playing the thought that I'm not smart enough. My mind is playing the thought that I'm bad with people. My mind is playing the thought that nobody likes me. That small shift creates distance between you and the thought. And that distance helps you see reality more clearly. Because thoughts can be misleading. You don't need to fight them. You don't need to suppress them. Let them come. Let them go. Simply observe them without judgment. And that's the core message of Multiplied By. Don't believe everything you think multiplied by. Thank you for staying with me until the end. I'll continue reading books that can help us grow, succeed, and understand ourselves better. And I'll keep sharing the most valuable lessons here. So if you don't feel like reading the whole book yourself, you can always start with these videos.